explain what is the business model of IKEA worldwide? Like where do you actually design and then where do you actually produce your furniture or your home products, and then
yes,
how do you sell?
First of all, we have, the range and the low prices is the base for everything we do. And there is a kind of a range matrix where we say that each and every segment of the home furnishing products, we should have a selection going from really low price up to some kind of medium price. And when we start to design something, we actually start with the price tag. So the price tag is given first. And then the designer gets the task to produce, whether it's a sofa or a bed or something, they have to design that. And the price is basically already predefined. So then the challenge is to secure that we can design and offer this sofa on the market to a certain price, which means that already on the drawing board you have to adapt for the factory where it will be produced, what kind of machinery equipment do they have. We have to secure that there is no waste in the production, that we take care of the raw material, very efficient, so there is no waste. That the product, when it's ready, can be packed on flat package and shipped on pallets so that it will be transported conveniently. That it will be fitting into containers, and so that we can have a high filling rate on containers. That there is from A to Z an enormous amount of things where we can affect the cost of a product. And since I mentioned at the beginning that our business model is really from A to Z to manage the whole situation. And if we can cut just a little cost in each and every moment, we will have a substantial saving in the end. And in the store, we save the cost by securing that we are really on really big location, so that we have the economy of scale. We ask our visitors, customers, to be prosumers, which is a combination of producers and consumers, because we ask them actually to walk around in the IKEA store to look for themselves. We provide all the information they need on signs and on tags so that they can see what kind of material, price, and how to maintain the product and so on and so forth. So basically you should be able to make your purchase decision without speaking with any salesperson. But for those who want service, there is a person there. Then we expect people actually to go to the warehouse and pick it themselves, so we don't have to pay extra for that warehouse staff. They will take it and put them on the trolley and take it to the cash line. And in the cash line they will pay the product. And since it's flat packed, it's easy to transport, so you can transport most of the products in your own vehicle. And when you come home, you can save cost by assembling the product yourself instead of letting somebody do it for you. So there are moments all over the area where we can secure that we design the low prices and we can influence the low prices. And we are quite unique in that sense.
About how many percentage can you save on the retail price?
Yeah, so of course when it comes to customs and such things that affect, but generally speaking we say that we should have a substantial price difference on for customer equal products. And substantial must mean more than 15%, must mean, and it can mean so much more. And especially on a little bit more mid-price and higher valued products, there normally the difference between us and competitors are much, much higher. On the simple basic products, then it's difficult to find these savings because they are very basic products. But I would say that it would be a shame if we would not manage minimum 15% in any case, and in many products it should be substantial more.
Where do most of the IKEA products being produced these days? China? Cheap labor?
We have production a lot of in China, but again, being then having the opportunity to secure that we are buying from independent suppliers, among them a lot of suppliers here in Thailand, producing goods that is very good adapted to raw materials available in Thailand. We have the opportunity to secure that we produce close to the retail outlets as one parameter, and price is another, which means that China is a big IKEA producing country, but Sweden is still big as a supplier country, Italy is big, Germany is big, Poland is very big, Russia is big. So
they all sound pretty expensive though, in terms of being producers, these countries.
Yeah, because they're depending on which product. If you would sell a rattan chair, which means a lot of manual hand labor, Vietnam is a good source for producing rattan. First of all, the raw material is available in Vietnam, but if you take more automized production, For automized production, you need money to invest in the machine, so it means that the interest rates are important, and then the investment in machinery equipment, and the less labor intensive a product is, and many products are not labor intensive at all, then there's no advantage to produce in China. Then it's more the proximity to the market, so we don't have expensive distribution costs and so on and so forth. So it's a complex world when it comes to choose where to produce and what to produce where.
Would catalog be the main marketing tool used here in Thailand?
Yes, you could say that yes and no. It is one of the absolute more, the range and the low prices are the main marketing tool, you could say. Without the wide range that appeals to the many people, priced to competitive prices, we are nothing. So that's where it starts. Then our store, the 42,000 square meters blue box that we are building out there on the Mega Bagna, that is the most important marketing tool. On top of that comes the catalog, which is really important together with the website. Because we believe very much in internet and to have a very lively web page that is somehow the catalog but on the net and a little bit more interactive.
Would the layout of the IKEA in Thailand be the same as in other countries?
Yes.
Like a one-way walk?
That would be one way to express it. I would prefer to say a long natural way and the short possible. No, but you are actually spot on, because we would like to provide a day out for the whole family. Meaning,
that sounds like camping, day out.
Yeah, but I mean, people like to spend a day actually in an IKEA store or half a day. And then sometimes when you walk around, at least when I walk around in a fashion shop, if it's big enough, then I'm not sure whether I've seen everything and I've seen the thing that is relevant. So I'm a little bit running around here and there without being sure if I really saw the things that's on offering. So the IKEA concept is basically based on that you follow an outline, which we call the long natural way. And by following the long natural way, you will be faced with basically 100% of our offering. But for those customers, and we have quite a few that comes again and again and again and again, they know, they have done this a couple of times, they know that they want to look at a certain specific thing now. And there are many, many shortcuts. Those shortcuts are not so obvious for the person who goes the first time, because then you look at products. But when you have done the round a couple of times, you will see that, oops, here I can actually cross much faster. So we call it the long natural way, but the short possible for those who are more target oriented.
Have you ever met Ingvar Kamprad in person?